Hey guys, Dani here, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today we're going to talk about the place that albums have in the modern digital and streaming music environment. Recently, I have been seeing a lot of articles talking about how musicians should stop making albums and should be releasing singles every couple of months instead. Their reasoning behind this is basically because if you release a single every couple of months, you are staying in the minds of your fans more so than if you kind of disappear, create an album for 2 years, pop back up, disappear again. As well as the fact that most people listen to playlists and just kind of click shuffle even on the music or the artist that they like. And it is cheaper to kind of pay to get one single mastered and mixed versus doing an album at a time. While all of these are factually accurate, I think that these articles are missing a few important factors that, to me, make this really bad advice, in my opinion. I don't know about you, but I want the musicians that I listen to actually love the craft of music. Albums are never 12 to 15 songs just thrown together on physical media. It is a story. They have themes and threads throughout all of the songs that are on there. And musicians take a lot of time and they put a lot of effort into crafting a whole cohesive story for their album. And to me, that's super important. While if you put out 12 singles over 12 months, you kind of destroy that connective tissue that goes into an album and you lose all of the kind of meaning and storytelling that goes along with that. While every musician wants to make money, I think that there is also a part of an artistic integrity and creative fulfillment and satisfaction that is also super important. Singles are also structured differently than just other tracks that are on an album. When an artist is writing a song that they intend for it to become a single, they write it differently. They make sure that it has more mass appeal, probably a more upbeat tempo, basically radio friendly. And if you're only releasing singles, you can't really go as in-depth and deep in your music than you can with the rest of an album. And you kind of lose your most truest, deepest fans who are dedicated and want to know that information and want to feel the deeper side and go into your music with you. And those fans are the ones who actually end up spending way more money, will buy your merch, will buy your concert tickets, which ultimately increase your revenue. And all that kind of gets lost if all you're releasing is singles. Lastly, by just releasing singles, you are also lessening your chances for awards and kind of reducing your industry respect. While the average consumer might be moving more towards single listening, the overall music industry is very slow to change. And honestly, you are kind of losing the respect of other musicians and other music industry people if you're not putting out albums and or EPs. A lot of the metrics that the music industry still uses to differentiate between a serious artist or a successful artist and just the flavor of the week is album sales numbers and all of those types of stuff that come along with releasing actual albums. You are also lessening your chances of winning awards, which actually increases your value in the industry, both in terms of respect and monetarily. I made a video about it and I will link it up here if you want to watch it, but think about it. For example, an artist who releases an album has the chance to win Album of the Year and Single of the Year. If you are just releasing singles, then you've completely cut out your opportunity to win Album of the Year and are only up for Single of the Year. And that's just not a smart business move. While yes, I can agree that consumer habits are changing, I think there are ways to incorporate and accommodate those new changing habits without taking albums completely out of the equation. For example, you could release 3 singles off of a 15-track album instead of the more traditional one. You can have more remixes and acoustic versions that you release in order to have music and new things coming out more often without having to release a whole new song every single month. You can also do more collaborations and have side projects with other artists so that your name is still out there without, again, releasing a new song just done by you every single month. What do you think? Do you think albums still have a place in the digital and streaming age? Let me know your thoughts by either commenting down below or hitting me up on social media. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And also consider subscribing. I will see you guys again next week. Bye.
Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet that you were